Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 31 of Factorio with Angels and Bob's Mods, where we are working on producing plastic. And we just got the research done for that, so we can now produce it out of propene. We will need to go and fetch the propene though. So let's do that. Is there any research we should be doing? We found out in the last episode that biters are pretty far away, so there's no real reason to be afraid of that sort of thing, just yet at least. Brick is something we will need at some point to get more advanced machines. Electric boiler. This produces steam out of water and electricity, right? So this would mean that we don't need to burn anything to produce steam. At least not wherever we are going to do it. Because we are spending some sort of gas to produce steam down here currently. Right here. Oh, I can't see anything when I'm having that over there. God dang it. There's no good place for this. We will just have to keep moving it around all the time. So what are we burning here? We are burning ethane. We have a lot of propane though, and it is just being burned now. Yeah, actually, let's get that electric boiler. It might not be very power efficient, but that's okay. Are the next ones more power efficient? Or will they just allow us to use purified water? Hmm. 1.8 megawatts and can produce 40 steam every second. Less megawatt and can produce 40 steam every second. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a point to that. Well, let's see. Wait, can we even make this? We can. Okay. Let's get that then and stop burning our ethane for no reason. Well, then we will just be burning it down here, but at least when we need to start using it, then it won't all be needed for this. I hope. Now, where would a electric boiler be? Water treatment? Yes, indeed. I guess turning water into steam is a sort of a water treatment. Oh, of course, these are large. Why would I think anything else? Well, we still have space, I guess. Because we needed that input before. Good enough. Maybe we should store steam in a pipe though, so we don't have to do this everywhere where we need this. Oh, need steam, I mean. We are getting steam in here when we need it, right? Or what? Is this not an output, but just the arrow from this? Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. That wasn't easy to see, is my excuse for that. So, butane, that's not what we need. Ethane, methane. Wait, did we not have propane? Am I drunk? Propane, I mean. We need to have a look. So from methanol gas, we can get propene. Or from naphtha, with catalysts though. We aren't using naphtha for anything, right? We're just straight up burning that. Yes, we are. So that is a possibility, I guess. I do think we have the recipe actually, or at least we can get it, I think. This creates residual gas though. Methane. So we can turn... Oh god, close the window on E, please. We can turn some of this methane that we're not using for anything into methanol and residual gas. Residual gas, I guess we will need more of at some point. I don't know. And then methanol, which we again can mix with steam to get more residual gas and propene, and then we turn the propene into plastic. Or we could do the naphtha one. Let's have a look at the naphtha one just to... This one. So red metal catalysts. Copper and iron ore. And some carriers. And then I guess we get the carriers back. Yep. So we need one catalyst for every 100 propene, and one catalyst is 1 copper, and no show you get 10 catalysts from 1 copper and 1 iron. So it's not a lot. It is a bit annoying though that you have to bring over raw ores to here, all the way from up here. Well, we could be producing it up here, of course. That is a possibility. And these are just reused, so it's a one-time investment, basically. I mean, both propane, naphtha and methanol we're not using. Wait, we already have the methanol. Of course. I think I put in the extra step here to produce methanol, which we are already doing, so let's remove that. So it's one step to either turn this methanol into propene, or turn this this naphtha into propene. And this has a bit of a more advanced chain, I guess. So it would be easy to just do this, at least. In what machine is that done? Steam cracker. Do we have a steam cracker? Yep. Propane. So now we need more steam. I guess we really should get this into a pipe then. And I guess we could just do that over here somewhere. And there's no reason not to also use this space at least. Even if we are close to some resources. We want this to be more expandable though, but this is just temporary. Going down, we can't just use it for whatever then, the space, I mean. Does this produce heat? Could you connect a heat pipe to that? Or is it just for the looks? I do not know. Well, where do we want the steam? Here or out here? I guess we are using a good amount of it out here. What's supposed to be here? The residual gas. Let's put it in here then. I'm not sure if we should have a water line here as well. Or if we should just put it up directly from a water bottle. This produces 60 per second, this consumes 40 per second, so we can only supply 1.5 with these anyway. That's not a lot. Steam is on the bus. Steam is brought in there. I think we are producing enough steam already to supply both of these machines. Propane and butane looks so simple. I guess there's less hydrogen, or at least white atoms on top of the molecule. Whoops. Why are we putting this again? Wait, we're not allowed to use this space. Okay, so this is the propane. And I guess we'll just take the next available pipe for that. Propane. Wonder if we're producing too much of the residual gas now, but it will just be burned. Oh, and we should be using underground pipe here. Perfect. Oh, don't get in the way, rocks. More rocks, dang it. Boom. So this should be some of the furthest away pipes we will get here. Unless we need to extend the food bus at some point, of course. Okay, so this needs propane. Boom. And so we are producing liquid plastic. And liquid plastic should just be put into an assembling machine to produce we need a more advanced assembling machine for that, apparently. We can use a steam-powered assembling machine, but not an assembling machine one. What? Good thing we have everything for these, then. Wait, no. These. Good. And those just produce the solid output. Good. 4 every 2 seconds, so that's 2 per second. Let's find out how much of that we need, I guess. Is this not what I could... Oh, 15 because we need that for here, I guess. What makes sense. So we say 1 of these per second. We need 1.5 of these per second. Which boils down to that we need 1.2 of these per second. And we're producing 2 per second right now, so for now this is enough plastic production, it seems. Unless I'm misreading that, of course. Is plastic used in a lot of other stuff? Modules, air filters, batteries, transistors. It is used in a lot of stuff. I guess here the plastic is for the transistor as well. It is, however, also pretty easy to produce. I mean, it's just a pipe in, and then we are producing it. So we could do this locally. Is that stupid? Should I just put it on the bus? It's just if we can't have the amounts we need on a belt anyway, then the belt is basically a waste. It's just hard to really figure out how much you need for anything. We don't need that many of these, at least not until we get robots. We need a good amount of these, but we get 5 for every plastic. We do need batteries at some point for robots. Yeah, let's just produce it locally. Can we make this a bit more tight? Let's make some more of these machines. How about something like this? So this can produce 10 liquid plastic every 2 seconds. This requires 40 liquid plastic every 2 seconds. With half the crafting speed though, so that's 20 every 2 seconds. So we need another one of these. To be able to produce enough at least. Liquefier, please. We do not have enough propane, of course, right now, but... And again, I forgot to put a satellite down. God dang it. So we have 3 parts for the blue science here, and then the first part for the red circuits for the blue science. We also need, well, silicon wafers, and then transistors. Oh boy. Let's just go and have a look if we are still producing propane, or if there's anything blocking that from happening, basically. I should really get more brick here, because we also drive faster on brick, as far as I know at least. So we're low on methanol, because we're low on methane, because we're low on natural gas liquids. Natural gas liquids, wait, we are getting those right here. We're low on those because we're low on raw gas. And raw gas is just from the basic refining, so we're not using our crude oil fast enough. Okay. Let's just move this a bit further out. Where is oil refineries? They should be right around here. This might of course mean that we will start burning a lot more than necessary of these things. especially in the naphtha that we're not using for anything, but oh well. We can also start using the naphtha for more propane, of course, because we will be needing more plastic soon. So more propane would help with that. I think that's a good argument. I know we just decided to do this, but I think Angels is all about producing stuff in different ways. So we have the ores up here. Why are those belts not very full? Have I just forgotten everything about how this worked? I thought this would be able to output a full belt of iron, at least. I guess I was wrong. A belt of this only produces half a belt of iron. Really? I mean, I guess. So this belt should basically be merged with the other for a full belt. And not as we had planned earlier for this, for more iron smelting. Of course we need some for steel, but maybe we should just put any extras into iron, since we're backed up here anyway. And then we need to take some of the iron and the copper for the catalysts. This is such a mess. Give me some splitters, please. Needs wood. Wait, I have a chest of wood up here somewhere. I really shouldn't have left my car behind, but that's just me. Now, of course, we can just start crushing and sorting even of our iron ores. But I mean, this belt is backed up anyway, right? So why not merge them? Now I'm starting to wonder if we really should be using a warehouse to actually put everything into and then just have sorted outputs from it. Because this really is a mess and not very scalable. And I mean, it's not like we need that many inputs and outputs, right? This is going far though, but if we had a warehouse down here somewhere, right there for example. No, because I would want these two. You can't reserve spots in these warehouses, right? No. You can, of course, put a wire on them and decide that you only put in so much of anything. Maybe that's just what we should be doing. I know I'm getting distracted, but I like to be at least somewhat organized about my resources. But for now, I guess we can just take what we need. Now we need equal amounts of iron and copper, right? For the catalysts. Yes. Are these any different? Yes, they are. Okay. So we can just mix a build of copper and iron. And run that along. Something like that. Or use it out here somewhere, I guess. So, if we... Well, where are we producing these? Are they... Well, I can produce them in hand, so I guess it's just assembling machines, right? Let's actually have a production for protein. This one. We'll just have it here, I guess. Well, it's not really that advanced. I just need to keep in mind that we input these and the ores, output this into a steam cracker that outputs this, takes that as input, takes an input or two inputs of fluid and one output of fluid. Oh. Okay. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.